Well, good morning, folks. It's the real Captain Kirk here. I'd love to say live from 360 studio, but that's not the case. It is the 30th of March, and again, day 13 remote. Let's hope we only have 32 days or so to go here. Again, don't like to look at this chart too frequently, but again, the doubling rate is continuing to materialize, and that's why I think folks are saying that by mid-April to maybe the third week of April, we've probably peaked. And again, we can just use history as a guide here. Again, looking back at the last corona-type virus, SARS, back in '03. Same thing, started a huge surge in March, peaked with a lot of cases in April, and then plummeted as we got into late April, May, June. So again, let's hope this is a similar concept here. And then the neat thing about SARS is it never came back entirely. So again, it kind of just went away. So we can hope and pray that that's the case here for this one as well. Looking at world March temperatures here versus last year, map on the left here. Again, March is pretty much in the history books. Much warmer March across the U.S., third warmest in 35 years for the U.S. That's the greatest year-over-year change since back to 2011 to 12. Third least snowfall in 35 years, and least again since 2012. But wettest in 4 years, eighth wettest in 35 years for the U.S. overall. So again, pretty much a warm and wet March. Looking at this week, which gets us into the first few days of April, short-range models have been all over the place here lately. Euro GFS, really cold, a little bit of a polar vortex chance, and then take it out and put it back in, take it out. So again, it's not handling the spring transition here very well, but right now it looks like this week will be a couple degrees warmer than last year, warmest in 3 years and fourth warmest in 35 years nationally, so above average. Again, there's a pretty dramatic change. If you just look at the models last week, it was going to be epically cold across most of the eastern two-thirds of the country, and that doesn't look to be the case. Driest in 5 years, haven't said that in a while, ninth least in 35 years for the nation as a whole, and snowfall's up a little bit. We got a system going through the upper Rockies and plains again, so snowfall a little more than last year, and 10th snowiest in 35 years. We can again, if you like to track when you're going to be mowing your lawn here, we're getting close here in eastern PA. But as soon as soil temperatures hit above 50 degrees, you can actually track that on our Interactive Maps website. As soon as it's about 50, typically grass will start to grow, and then a week or two later, you'll probably be mowing. So we're not quite there yet. Our grass is greening. A little girl, Angelina Kirk here, driving her car in the grass. So probably a week or two away, maybe 10 days here before we start to mow. Looking at this system going through the Rockies here, you'll see here's today. Tuesday, you can start to see signs of that system. Wednesday, Thursday, it moves out into the plains with some light, maybe moderate snow into the Dakotas, but then it'll head into Canada, and pretty much no impact on the eastern part of the country here. Looking at next week, again, the second week here of April, about 0.6 degrees warmer than last year, but that's still the warmest in 19 years, third warmest in 35 years, much above average temperatures. Same general trend, colder west, warmer east. We'll see. Again, models have been struggling a bit here lately. Wettest in 7 years, third wettest in 35 years. It's quite a bit above average. We'll see about that, but certainly got to watch for some severe weather threats here. Again, tornadic activity had some in Jonesboro, Arkansas area. Again, we'll see about here this kind of entering the peak spring season for tornadoes here in April, May. Snowfall will be most in 7 years, again, with that system pretty much in the western half of the country, nothing here in the eastern part of the U.S. Looking at the oceans here, again, this is a map showing year-over-year trends for the oceans. Definitely see signs of La Nina. Models see signs of it, and you're observing it. So right now, pretty clear that by, let's say, early summertime, June timeframe, we're heading to a weak La Nina, and then maybe by fall, getting for sure in the moderate category. And some models are even suggesting strong. So this typically just means that we're heading for a drier cycle. It'll get here eventually. I know a lot of us want to see some drier pattern. We'll have to be careful what we wish for here, because this could last for a year and a half of a pretty much very dry cycle across the U.S. So we'll take it, but again, too much of a good thing may not be a good thing here for some of our farm clients as we get into 2021. Looking at another event here, again, if you like to look up in the sky here, this week is your week. We've got the Pleiades and Venus conjunction here, 3 April. So if you look west after sunset, pretty much all this week, but the two will actually kind of merge. You'll see Venus go through the Pleiades. They kind of look like the Big Dipper, or Small Dipper actually, Little Dipper. It's not, but it kind of looks like that. So again, look up in the sky on Friday night, and you should see kind of a neat show here. My little one, Cuckoo Bird, as I call her affectionately, loves anything that moves in the sky. So we're on the rainy days, we're inside the bunker here in her little castle playing. But again, as you can see, she loves the stars. So we have lots of stars and planets, and Angelina on a spaceship. So the good thing about being hunkered down, again, you got family. So on the gloomy days, you try to make the best of it indoors. I had my little band and fan club here over the weekend as they do some work. So again, good to have the troops on the sunny days. Obviously, like anyone, we just love to get outside, get your vitamin D. It'll help you with this virus. So again, took the little one outside and had a great time. So her favorite thing now, as of late, is just as the soil temperatures warm up to 50, so does the water temperature. As the water temperatures get above 50, then the fish. We have lots of koi fish and goldfish, and she's affectionately named a couple of them. Spotty is her favorite, and she talks about that here. And then the other one is just the baby. So here she's feeding her fish. They start to eat as soon as the water gets above 50, and that happened here over the weekend. So she's eat up, Spotty, as she says. So in any event, folks, we hope you have a great week, and we will be back here this time next week.